Stafford. That's to his running back, Kerryon Johnson. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. It's a pickup of 17 and a first down.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
Back-to-back good plays have him on the move on first down. Stafford going to give it to Swift. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Kenny Clark, the big D tackle there to make the stop.
Brings up 2nd and 9 at the 48-yard line.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Swift. And this time they were ready for him as they'll stop him right at the line of scrimmage. It's a loss of a yard, so it's back to 3rd and 10.
That was a good illustration of setting the edge as a defensive end, being able to make sure that you stay on your feet no matter what type of block, and you're not going to get pushed inside. Stayed home, skated to the outside, and made the play.
Throwing on 3rd down, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. And he is going to have the Lions first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. 11 yards there and a Lion first down.
38-yard line.
Running is Swift. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be 2nd down. Officially nothing on that last run. They'll try again 2nd and 10.
The Packers' 39-yard line.
From the gun, here's Stafford. Completing it here to Marvin Jones. They'll wind up getting 10 back as that sets him up for 3rd down.
A gain of 10.
This will be play number 7 on the drive. 3rd and a yard. They'll try and run here with Swift. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
Just a simple run play there on 3rd and 1, but this D was up to the challenge and stopped him, bringing up 4th down.
And on their first drive, the offense staying out there. They're going to go for it on 4th. They snap it to Stafford. He's got his man, T.J. Hawkinson. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. The conversion is successful with a sizable gain of 13, and the decision to go for it looks like a smart one. No score after 1 on EA Sports.
No score.
Three tight ends in the ball game here on 1st and 10. Throwing is Stafford. He'll get this one to Galladay. And stopped a few yards shy of the goal line at the 3. Back-to-back nice gains. That one for 14 yards and another first.
Detroit. And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space. And it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room.
And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Detroit. A 3-yard touchdown run. And the Lions take it right down and score on the opening drive.
Lining up for the point after.
Well, that drive felt like it took up an eternity. We finally have some action on the scoreboard.
Yeah, but plenty of action prior to, because that drive took up all the first quarter before we spilled into the second. And finally, points were registered. registered.
On the other sideline, they're chomping at the bit just to get the football. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Packers take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Rodgers will break the huddle and bring the pack up 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. Out of the gun, he'll throw. Out of the backfield, this is Aaron Jones. And they're able to get this one across the 35. A gain of 11 to kick off the drive, and it's a quick first down.
First down.
Shotgun now for Rodgers. That'll be complete to Allen Lazard. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down.
Gain of 12.
It's a gain of 12, and the Packers have the first. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Rodgers. And this is caught. Mercedes Lewis with a grab. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. Got the defense on their heels. 2 first downs in a row, and now a pickup of 8. Facing a 2nd and 2 after that last catch, good for 8 yards. Rodgers to throw once more. Lewis has it, the tight end. And he'll only get a yard to bring up 3rd and 1.
It's a gain of...
And forget about the run to set up the pass. They're just coming out throwing.
Forget trying to set anything up. They feel like they have the advantage. They feel like they have the matchups, and they're just attacking right now.
Yep, going to the air on the opening drive. And he's going to get this down near the 30-yard line.
Plenty of things to talk about here, partner, but to me, their defense gave up a touchdown on the first drive. How about how they're responding, coming back? That's a big 3rd down pickup to keep their drive alive.
A reminder, coming up at halftime, Jonathan Coachman will join us from Orlando with our halftime report. But business to take care of before we get there.
A 2-minute drill before the coach's 2-minute drill.
And he's taken down, but not before reaching the 10-yard line. Chewing up big yardage. Another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. A chance now to get even before the break as they come up 1st and goal. This will be caught just inside the 10. And he's going to be brought down just shy of the 5 at the 6. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
2nd and goal.
And it's intercepted at the goal line. Good positioning, and it's picked off. And a short return to the 6-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
The Packers going to use one of their timeouts as they'll stop it with a tick under a minute to go before half.
25-yard line.
On first down, it's Stafford. That's complete to DeAndre Swift out of the backfield. And he's taken down, but able to slip across the 35. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays. Stepping up, he's going to keep it.
Come on, man, with the dive and shit.
Packers pick it up. And they'll get the football. They'll set up shop at their own 49-yard line. Well, that's unfortunate because he had a nice run going, but give credit to the defense. They got a hand in the cookie jar there, CD.
You have to think about vision, finding a place to get down after you know you've gotten all you can out of a run, and obviously ball security is paramount. In today's football, everyone's coming after the run. You've got to make sure you protect it and protect the yardage you just gained.
Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime. Rodgers now on first down. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
Now a 2nd down throw for the end zone, but it's incomplete. Devontae Adams, the intended receiver. And and it's third down.
By Jeff Okuda.
Again, they'll throw with Rodgers. That'll be incomplete with 9 seconds now showing on the clock.
For Mercedes-Lewis. It's fourth down.
The 3 straight incompletions, they don't care. That hasn't dissuaded them. They're going to go for it on fourth. They'll go for it. It's Rodgers. Able to find Lazard. And they'll burn the timeout with 5 seconds left. A chance to try to add 3 points before heading to the locker room. So even though it's first down, here's the field goal unit on now to try to get 3 before halftime. And the 13-year man puts it through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So, yes, they'll still be down going into intermission, but the deficit is now made even smaller, very manageable.
Yeah, and if nothing haywire happens here in his last couple of precious seconds, they will go into the locker room with nice bounce in their step, having gotten a little bit closer on the scoreboard.
That's it for the first half. 2 more quarters to go. We'll have plenty more to see after the break. And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Gaudin, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Packers set to get the football first, and they are trailing on the scoreboard as we resume action, ready for the third quarter. The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. And with the way this offense has played thus far, to be frank, they got to feel pretty grateful to be in the ball game.
I would agree with you totally because they've done all of nothing offensively in this game, yet they still find themselves in a position on this drive where a touchdown can give them the lead. They need to take advantage of it.
They're still looking for that first touchdown here in the third quarter. All they have so far, the field goal. Throwing again on second down. Rodgers. No, he almost had it. Already with 1 interception, just missing his second there.
From the snap, he certainly looked like he knew where he wanted to go with the ball, but surprise, that guy was covered. So that took his attention elsewhere to no avail.
From the gun on third down, Rodgers. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up fourth down.
As this old brain remembers, when I see 5 wide receivers on the field as a defender, I know the ball's coming out high. They expected it and got there and popped it free.
And the defense has it covered. It's intercepted. Picked up by Justin Coleman. And he will bring it back. An interception return for a Lions touchdown. So they go on fourth down. Not only do they not get it, it turns into 6 points the other way. Disastrous.
And many people think you should just go ahead and knock it down in that situation. Turn it over for the offense. But I had a defensive coordinator recently tell me, we see that as a passive play. We don't do that anymore. We want the ball in our hands, and we want to head the other way.
Probably also instinct a lot of times. If you see a lot of green grass ahead of you, go ahead and grab it.
It's the exact right play to do. That's knowing when to break the rules and when to make a play that maybe you hadn't been taught.
Return on this one is the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Packers take over first and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Packer offense ready to get their next drive underway. Now Rodgers to try again after the pick six. And he gets this one just shy of the 40, down at the 39. First play of the drive going for 14 and also going for a first down.
Green Bay.
Working from the gun, Rodgers. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up second down.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
Rodgers' throw is taken in by Jones. 5 yards, now it's 3rd and 5.
that might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it can turn into a big gain downfield. What a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
Fifth catch of the afternoon, and that gives him a first down.
Well, sometimes our pregame meetings do pay off, don't they? What did the guys in the locker room call him?
Well, they said it with a chuckle. They called him Old Reliable.
Yeah, that means he doesn't move quite as fast as he used to, but he still knows all the tricks, doesn't he? Even that little gentle push-off in order to get open, he finds a way to pick up a first down.
A good-looking drive for the Packers so far. It's a first down.
And a Packer first down.
And again, it's Rodgers. He'll get this to Lazard. And they'll get him down after a pickup of 8, 2nd and 2. A good pickup there. 8 yards on the first down completion. His throw caught at about the 5. And he will get this into the end zone. Touchdown, Green Bay. From 21 yards away. And the Packers have cut it back within a score.
For good reason, quarterbacks want to get the ball to the perimeter to their wide receivers for big plays. But in this situation, it felt like, based on coverage, he knew that he wanted his tight end to have the football, and for good reason.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete. Tough there. Good pass. Hit the hands. He just couldn't bring it in.
And every receiver's coach, everywhere, seeing that play, focus, focus, focus. Watch it all the way in and tuck it away.
Cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped at the 23.
The Lions take over first and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Detroit offense ready to begin their drive. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You've got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, trying to atone for it here on this drive. The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. A shotgun snap for Stafford. And a heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off near the 26. And he is going to bring this back inside the 20 to the 18-yard line. Well, look, we're watching a quarterback here that's obviously been around for a long time. That's a throw he wishes he had back.
He certainly does, but as you well know, this is a guy that's used to taking a few chances, used to fitting it into tight windows. These are throws that he's made before. Didn't happen to get it completed in this case.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. So after the INT, it's Rodgers. He'll get this off to Jamal Williams. That catch good for only a couple.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, Packers. Aaron Rodgers hitting Alan Lazard, and the Packers have taken the lead. Well, this offense only mustered 3 points in the first half on that field goal. They picked up the pace now, 2 third-quarter touchdowns.
Hey, you remember that appearance we had last week in front of that crowd, and they asked about halftime adjustments and all that was going on, and remember what I said, it's not always an adjustment at halftime. Sometimes just remembering the game plan and playing better, tuning it up and just working through it methodically. They got it done in this case.
Of course, I'll always remember that appearance because I had on a brown belt with black shoes, and you pointed that out in front of the crowd. So thanks for that.
I said that out loud?
You did.
My bad.
Takes this about 5 yards deep. And they'll get him down right at the 25-yard line, so the same result, and he opted for the touchback.
25-yard line.
Lions offense ready to kick off their next drive. Now, they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun? All right.
Throw it out the window.
Yeah, let's get back on track here. And sometimes that'll work just fine.
I guess it's time now to lean on that leadership. First down, and they go with Swift again. Brought down that time by Christian Kirksey.
The tackle made by Christian Kirksey. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second.
3/4 have come and gone. This is the National Football League on EA Sports. Back now at Ford Field. The last run good for 2. Here's 2nd and 8. This one's still anybody's ball game. It's a 1-point difference here as we begin the 4th quarter of play. Now left side on the swing pass. And he gets this one to midfield before he's brought down. A gain of 13. It's a first down.
And here we are in the 4th quarter, partner, and watch them drive for what would be a go-ahead touchdown. And you and I both know this is where you need a quarterback who can keep his cool back there. Not just for himself, but to keep the rest of the team relaxed too.
From the 50, Stafford. They'll try and set up the screen to Swift. There's a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. A good pickup there on first as the screen pass gets him 8.
At the 42-yard line.
Under 4 to go now as the clock runs and they come up on 2nd down. They'll run here with Swift. And he's got this pretty close to a first down as the tackle is made at the Packers' 34. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Now it's Swift. And he'll be brought down, losing yardage back at the 40. The Packers going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the 4th quarter. Now on 2nd and 16. Stafford. Now they go screen. It's complete. And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 45-yard line.
I thought that wasn't a bad time to call the screen. I thought late game, down on the scoreboard, had to figure they were expecting a pass downfield.
Yeah, so the edge rushers, they're coming. That could have hit big. You're right. Good recognition defensively to snuff that one out. Third and long. It's Stafford. He's going to fire one deep over the middle. It's going to be knocked away and incomplete. Adrian Amos, the safety, able to make the play.
We've seen that the deep ball's been a part of their game plan all afternoon, but they've had trouble hooking up on it, unable to successfully find the end zone over the top.
1 score down. Here we go. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They snap it to Stafford. He's going to go down. Back across midfield. He's sacked at the 46. Well, Zadarius Smith there getting in and bringing him to the ground. Now a first down carry by Jones. He'll get only a couple down to the 44. Whistles now in a timeout defensively. So a wise move as they'll use the first of their timeouts to force one more play before the 2-minute warning.
34-yard line.
And they'll try to squeeze in one more play here before the 2-minute warning. From the 44, Rodgers. That's complete to Lazard. Now a signal and a timeout here on the defensive side of the ball. So they want to stop it with 1 second to go prior to the 2-minute warning. Here we go, 3rd and 1. Gut check time on both sides. A carry here for the big tight end. And he is going to have the first down, and that is going to suck the life right out of this crowd. So it's Packer football here as we welcome you back. They've got a 1st and 10 as they look to try and finish this one off. Now the Packers going to go ahead and use the second of their timeouts. That'll leave them with just 1 remaining in this 4th quarter of play. Not totally home free yet, but it's looking good as they come up 1st and 10. Rodgers with a give. It's Aaron Jones. It's a 7-yard carry to set them up with a 2nd and 3.
Well, they picked up a little bit of yardage there, and now, in this situation, should be in no hurry to run a play really fast. Let the clock wind down.
And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. The crowd's not doing that O-line any favors.
Home field advantage is really kicking in, making it very difficult for them to hear the snap count.
They were looking good on 2nd down, but now they're backed up 5 yards by the false start, and it's 2nd and 8. Again, it's Jones. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. After that run, still a good amount of meat on the bone here for this 3rd down play. Can you envision them putting this in the air?
Totally. I mean, look at who he has under center right now. If you can't trust him with the football, you can't trust anyone. And frankly, to me, I want the ball down the stretch. Get the 1st down, keep it in the hands of my offense. I don't want to turn it over to them and rely on my D.
They'll try and run for it with Jones. And they're going to mark him down short, maybe by about a yard, if that. The Lions quickly now going to use the last of their timeouts as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th. And here's a big one now. Try to hold this lead. They're going to go for it here on 4th down. They're going to run this with a tight end. And boy, is he close. Did he get there? No, they're going to say he's short of the line to gain. So that's the 2nd time this game they've given it up on 4th down. They're now 1 for 3 on 4th down conversion tries.
But they must feel good about what they're doing, right? They continue to go for it on 4th down. Give the defense a lot of credit, though. They've stopped him 2 out of 3 times. Usually.
Pressure there as it's intercepted.
And that one, it's going to hurt big time. You're in the 2-minute drill trying to get your guys down the field, and it's looking like they're going to come up just short, as this is definitely not his best throw, and it'll wind up being intercepted.
Victory all but assured now as they take a knee here, and they're going to escape with a 1-point victory.
And how about this finish? Able to take a knee, run out the clock, and close this game out. By 1 point. You talk about how many coaches we talked to? They all said the same. All I want to do is win by 1 point. That got tested in this one.
Yep, and that cliche rings true. A single penny separates this one. So it's all over. A Green Bay victory. And